This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
How you feeling, my man? It is Friday.
It's the weekend, though. It's a good time, man. I mean, the end of the week, people are going to enjoy hopefully a dry weekend, although we're getting to that point in the summer, brother, where the rain's going to start letting loose anytime soon.
Yeah. No, every afternoon will be bombarded is probably what's going to end up happening. Now, I know that we ask people, hey, listen, you want to keep up with Manny, you got to go over The Athletic and subscribe, follow him on Twitter, all that stuff. But I'm going to have to ruin something that you did. So you ranked the 7 FBS teams. I kind of found it interesting. And so, you were ranking the teams in the state schools, in state schools here in Florida. So talk to me about those rankings. What did you find anything surprising in those rankings?
Well, I mean, look, I ranked UCF ahead of Florida, which I'm sure is probably going to rub some Gator fans the wrong way. But
why do you think I'm asking? Why do you think I'm asking?
But listen, the Gators, look, they ended the season on a 5-game losing skid. They had 8 of their core players, guys that were a big part of the team, transfer out. Now, look, they addressed some needs, but they're a struggling program. And they've got a really tough schedule. They open the season with Miami. Then they play UCF, I think, October 5th. And if you look at what Gus Malzahn has done there in the transfer portal, they had a great transfer portal season. So the game is going to be played in Gainesville. But right now, I think if you were to tell me UCF and UF are playing, I would probably pick UCF to win.
Okay, so then you're telling me that the Canes, they better either win or come up with an incredibly respectable performance.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But is it respectable against a struggling program? I don't know. That one's kind of, I don't know. That sounds kind of oxymoronish.
Yeah, well, that's the trick. That's the trick to all this. They still have to go play that game in the swamp, right? Like it's still first game of the season, right? Everybody has mistakes in the first game of the season, missed tackles especially. You see really poor tackling the first week. It's a game they could certainly lose. What I find interesting, is that I think between the first 4 teams, I think Florida State is the best coached of the 4, right? Of the Power 4 teams in the state, which is what separates them in my book right now. They're more organized. Mike Norvell has it more together, and why I rank them number 1. But I think talent-wise, there's not a whole lot separating the 4 of them. Like there's no team that has an overwhelming advantage in any particular area. I think they've all got good veteran quarterbacks, guys that have started a whole bunch of games. So that makes them even. They've all got either good running backs or good receivers. They've got some guys on defense that can make plays, but not stupendously talented, like NFL roster guys on defense. So to me, ranking those 4 teams, there's a lot of similarities between all of them right now.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. It's funny because I'm looking at them going, wow, this really sets up Mario, boy. He better go out there and win. I mean, listen, we've kind of been saying for a while, this is a winnable game. You know what I mean? Normally, even going to the swamp with a decent Florida team, that's going to be a pain in the ass to try to win. But they're like you said, like the segment started, they're struggling. They're struggling to the point that it's a beatable game. It's one of those that, it could really start your season off on a positive note. If you lose that game, God, it becomes such a negative to start the season for the Canes. It's a shame.
It does, because they're going to, first of all, they're favored, right? Anytime Vegas is favoring you right off the bat, like that automatically puts the target on your back, and it sort of backs up everything I've been saying, that Miami's in a better position right now than Florida is coming off of last year. Even with the fact that they're only separated by 2 wins, Miami won 7 and Florida only won 5. But I think most people look at just the general trajections of the program, and Miami is heading up because Mario's done a good job recruiting and did a good job in the portal, and Florida kind of reeling. So it should be Miami being favored going into that game. But again, it's in the swamp, first game of the season. It's only a 2.5 point spread right now. So I think most people see it how I see it. Miami should win, but don't be surprised if the Gators knock them off.
Yeah, I'm with you there. All right, what are you working on in the Athletic and for Canes coverage here in the next couple of weeks? Since I know it's kind of a downtime.
Well, I mean, there's a ton of recruiting stuff going on, and we've had a bunch of recruiting coverage talking about who the main people are that they're going after, and what kind of position they're in from a recruiting perspective. I'm actually driving up to Tampa right now. I stopped off. I'm on I-75. I stopped off here at the Miccosukee Service Plaza so I could do the phone call with you. But I'm driving up to Tampa for the OT7. It's a 7-on-7 national championship. You're gonna have a bunch of kids there. I'm basically going to do interviews and scouting and do a little bit of that. So I'll have a podcast off of that on Monday. And then Sunday is Legends Camp at the University of Miami. So all the former greats will be back on campus. They'll have a bunch of kids there doing a camp. So there'll be coverage on the Canes coming out soon. But like I told people, it's a busy weekend for me. I'll be all over the place.
All right, good stuff. Follow him on Twitter at Manny_Navarro. And telling you, go to the Athletic, man, because it's always a great read. There's all the good stuff there. Manny, drive safely, my brother. We will catch up next week, my friend. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'll take care.
You got it. And don't forget Caneswear, man. 10% off. You use our code BIG-O10. You will get 10% off. And remember, wherever you live, if you want to order, if you go and order over $99, you will get free shipping, which is a beautiful thing. Go follow them online at caneswear_.com. They've got a bunch of sales going on right now with the Florida Panthers. They are red hot. They've got shirts. They've got hats. They got all kinds of stuff so you can sport your Panther colors. Tomorrow's the game, right? Get on down there to Caneswear today. Go online, order your stuff, order your Eastern Conference champion stuff. They're at caneswear.com.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.